I do want to start with a little bit on the snow report. I think the mayor said it well earlier. We are not complete with our recovery. This was the equivalent of a natural disaster where this has not occurred since the mid-1990s, where it wasn't the snow itself, it was the snow and then the several hours of freezing rain and sleet after approximately the 7 inches of snow. That really created a solid block of ice that, in traditional sense, what that means is that we can't use normal equipment. We have to use very, very significant levels of equipment to be able, and specialized equipment to be able to operate, which requires a lot of manual work. And it's much slower than the normal snow removal process.
So one of the questions we had early on in this process, and I think is exactly the right question when we start a planning process, is why are we planning and what's the importance of this plan now? And this graphic really shows two ends of the corridor, which is the landmark mall site in Old Town. And both of those are going to be or are putting pressure on the Duke Street corridor from purposes of housing affordability, potential redevelopment.
The General Assembly is now 4 weeks into its 60-day session, and committees, subcommittees, and floor calendars are moving at a very rapid pace. The city is currently tracking 585 bills out of the 2,704 bills and resolutions filed this session. Of these, a little more than about 100 pieces of legislation are in direct alignment with the city's legislative priorities or carry notable or fiscal impacts or opportunities for the city. That said, the city staff continue to monitor and engage on legislation that falls within the 7 priorities adopted in the city's 2026 legislative package.
Last night, many of us were at the Office of Historic Alexandria and official kickoff to the nation's 250th celebration here and the ways in which we're going to celebrate in Alexandria. And so I just want to congratulate Sue and the committee, because these are our first events to really kick off our participation in recognition and celebration of the country's 250th. And so there are a lot of things. There's something for everyone to engage in, just starting with the parade. That's only the beginning. So we really hope you'll come out. We hope you'll experience some of the history and that you will eat, laugh, drink, and have fun all throughout our shops, our streets, and just really, really enjoy what is a very special weekend here in our city.